Hey guys, this is Khalil. Thank you for joining me today. One of the most popular types of videos to shoot for photographers on YouTube is what's in my camera bag. So that's exactly what this is about. Let's go. As you can see, no kaftans today. I'm wearing my varsity jacket. It was a gift from the people at NTIC. I was fortunate enough to mentor some of their students and they gave this to me as a gift. I love it. Now let's get to my camera bag. When you open up the flap, there are lots of pockets in here that, I threw all sorts of things. My memory card pouch is in there. I have a few filters here and there, a few cables, just normal everyday photographer stuff, I guess. This here is my memory card holder. Holds 6 cards. If my math is right, holds 6 cards. I have a 128. I have two 128s. One of them was a gift from Shares from Ship, so hey, shout out to you guys. I have 4 64 gig cards. That's more than enough for what I do. That's my cards out of the way. I feel like what everybody really wants to see is what camera does one shoot. So I'm a Nikon photographer, or Nikon as some people would say. This here is my baby. This is my workhorse. This is the Z7 II. Fantastic camera, 45.6 megapixel. I'm not a pixel peeper, right? I care more about expressions and emotions and stuff like that in my pictures, to the point that I often have to reduce the resolution of this when I'm shooting. It's a fantastic camera. I got the battery grip with it. It holds 2 batteries. Even though the mirrorless system sort of runs through batteries, this I find that most of the time, these 2 batteries get me through like a wedding. And if it's for a portrait session, there's nothing we're shooting that is killing 2 batteries, right? So that's my baby. I have a second camera. That's what we're shooting this on. It's the Z6. The Z6 was the first mirrorless camera I bought, and fantastic. Like, I love the Z6. It's excellent for video. It's excellent for photo. The colors are, they just pop, and I love that camera. So Z6 and the Z7 II. That's how I'm rolling. Let's get to the lenses. The first lens out of the bag is it's definitely the lens I've used the most. I absolutely love this lens. It's the Sigma 85 1.4 Art. Glorious, like the images out of this are beautiful. Tack sharp. I mean, if you're a portrait photographer and you're thinking what lens to buy, I mean, the 70-200 is fantastic, but the 85, especially this 85, fantastic. I have it attached to the FTZ adapter, which you need to adapt DSLR lenses to the mirrorless system. So yes, lens number 1, maybe in ranking as well. This lens is fantastic, the 85 1.4. Let's go right there. Second lens, I don't use it as much as the others, but when I do, it tends to be beautiful. This is the 21.8. It's the S range for Nikon mirrorless cameras. This lens is like a cheat code, right? So a lot of us wedding photographers, we know how we can get, sometimes we're shooting group pictures and whatnot, and this lens just gets you in there and gets everybody in the shot. It's fantastic. But mostly it is great for when you're shooting what I like to call portraitscapes, when you're shooting portraits in landscapes or portraits in front of like interesting, elements like buildings and stuff. This lens is fantastic for that. First dance, it's fantastic for that. Just getting a wide view of the dance, floor with all of the fog and all of the fireworks and all of the decor. This is fantastic for that. I like the fact that I have it. Gives me quite the upper hand in a lot of situations. Now this next lens is the only lens that I've been shooting for the past 1 month or so, because I just got it recently. This beast is the Nikon 50 1.2S. I love shooting this lens at 1.2. Since I got it, I'm not sure that I've shot it any lower than maybe 1.4, because I don't see the point of getting a 1.2 lens and shooting it at f5.6 or f8 or f11 or whatever. It is glorious. The way that backgrounds just melt when you shoot this at 1.2. It is tack sharp, even at 1.2, even wide open, it is just an incredible lens. Since I put it on my camera, I haven't really put anything else on there except, it's a necessity. And it's going to stay on my camera for the next few months still. I absolutely, funny how I didn't always like the 50, focal length, but this is the 50 to get. I absolutely love this. So I have a 35 1.8, which is what we're shooting this on. It's a great lens. I used to have the 35 1.4 Sigma Art, but unfortunately for me, it got stolen at an event. And since then, I got the 35 1.8, and I find that it is great for what I need it for. Excellent for event photography. Even when I had 1.4, I didn't used to shoot it at 1.4 anyway for events. So getting a 1.8, still incredibly sharp images, especially these new mirrorless lenses. They're fantastic, right? So that's the 35 1.8. Now, these 4 lenses are the lenses that I use most of the time. Like I said, I'm a prime shooter. So 20, 35, 50, 85, and I'm good to go. It gets me through most wedding days. The only other lens that I'm probably going to get soon is the 105 macro. Just, again, another beautiful lens, and it's not a lens that you use all the time, but when you need it, fantastic, right? So that's it. That's my cameras, my lenses, right? What do we go to next? So I have a few interesting, so like these lights, I just got them recently. Godox Lightmons, the LED 6R. I love these little things. Like, they just open up a different world for creativity. It's just, it's crazy. They're so tiny, but yet they have different effects. So this is like the candle light. This is like a campfire. So you see the light glow, right? All sorts of things, police cars, ambulance. I just love these lights. I'll put up some images just so that you see what we're able to create. And we'll use it for videos as well, for, like backlighting and stuff like that. So yeah, the Lightmons, excellent lights. Everybody should get a mag mod. This modifier is a game changer. Excellent for the AD200, excellent for all of the Godox speed lights and whatnot. Since I started using this, I haven't stopped. Basically every portrait session I do now, I must use the mag mod. I use them for all sorts of things, for backlighting, for lighting backgrounds, just to add a bit of, sort of color texture, if there's such a thing, right? Just add a bit of color to backgrounds. I absolutely love the mag mod. It attaches on to lights really quickly, and there are all sorts of gels, and it comes with the grid. I couldn't speak highly enough for the mag mod. If you're looking to boost your creativity, you should absolutely get the mag mod. So I have a bunch of stuff here for video, mics, I have the Rode, a mic that goes on your hot shoe. I have the Wireless Go 2. I'm also using it. It's clipped onto my jacket. The receiver is on the camera. Fantastic, fantastic, fantastic. It makes everything easier. I'm not big on editing, so having to work on sound and whatnot, it's fantastic to just get sound straight into the footage. What's next? This is a mobile gimbal. I don't use it very much, but I carry it everywhere. It can come in really handy. You're trying to get stable footage. I know a lot of our phones now have, image stabilization, but in case this, you can actually do some creative stuff with this. It has really nice features. This is the Osmo 4. has really nice features, stuff like subject tracking, which is interesting. So you could just set this up somewhere and it tracks your movement. You don't need any assistance basically to get some creative shots. So yeah, I go everywhere with this. This is fantastic. So important for cleaning your gear, cleaning sensors, all of that. I have these 2 bags. One carries batteries. So, this is the one that carries my triggers. So 2 camera bodies, 2 triggers. This is the X1 Godox, and this is the, what is it called? This is the X Pro. They're triggers, they're Godox, they work, they're fantastic. Duct tape, everybody needs gaffer tape. This comes in very handy in some odd situations. You need to hang a light somewhere. You need to tape a background to the ground. Hey, even your client sometimes, somebody needs to tape something somewhere, something is falling apart, this comes in handy. And yeah, other than the stuff that you can't see because we're using to film, that's basically what I have in my camera bag. This gets me through most things that I need, and it's how the magic is created, right? So yeah, tell me, have any questions? Is there anything here you would like to try out? Is there anything you think I should try out? Let me know. Subscribe, leave a comment, like the video. Thank you. Join me next time. Peace.